Hello students, welcome back to your English class. I'm your English teacher Shabina Khan. Today I'll teach you chapter number 1, A Trump of Surgery. This chapter is written by James Harriot. James Harriot was a very good vet surgeon and he had many great experiences of curing pet dogs and cats. He has given a very interesting and touching expression of his experience in this chapter. In this lesson, he has given the description of dog's disease, and in this chapter, there are three characters: Mrs. Pumphrey, her dog, and our James Harriot, our writer. So, Mrs. Pumphrey's dog Tricky was seriously ill, and then James Harriot treated the dog without medicine. So, how he treated without medicine and without surgery? See, chapter name is A Trump of Surgery. A trump of surgery means a great victory, a great achievement. So, what kind of achievement is this? After reading this chapter, we will understand that what kind of achievement is this. So, how he treated, we will find out it. There are three questions. Why is in this para we will find out about these three questions. When we will read this, then we will be able to find out. In the start, I am telling you. So, Tricky, a small dog, is pampered and overfed by his rich mistress. Tricky is a small dog, but he is just like a baby for his mistress. He falls seriously ill. Why he falls seriously ill? Because of that overeating. And this chapter gives a very beautiful message, that is, we should not overeat. We should not eat in excess. Because of overeating, we get obesity, we get many diseases. So we should eat according to our need only. So, why is Mrs. Pumphrey worried about Tricky? Well, Mrs. Pumphrey is worried about Tricky because he was ill. What does she do to help him? Is she voice in this? She contacted to Mr. Harriet, and yes, she is voice in this. Who does I refer to in this story? I is our writer James Harriot. So this small story, Tricky, there was a small dog in this story, Tricky, and his mistress Pumphrey pampered him very much. She overfed him and she gave him food with rich with fats. Tricky never refused food anytime. I was really worried about Tricky this time, and I had pulled up my car when I saw him in secret in street with his mistress, and I was shocked at his appearance. He became hugely fat, like a bloated sausage, with a leg at each corner. His eyes, bloodshot and rheumy, stared straight ahead and his tongue lolled from his jaws. So here our writer Mr. Harriet is saying when he saw Tricky, then he was shocked because of his appearance, because he was looking very fatty and very ugly, and he was not even able to move properly because of that obesity, because of that illness, and because of that overeating. Mrs. Pumphrey hastened to explain. Here, Mrs. Pumphrey was worried about Ricky and she came to talk to our writer, our doctor, Mr. Harriet. Mrs. Pumphrey hastened to explain he was so listless. Mr. Harriet, he seems to have no energy. I thought he must be suffering from malnutrition. She thought that he is suffering from malnutrition. Malnutrition means she is not giving proper food to him. That's why he has some deficiency of anything, maybe of vitamin, maybe of calciums, and maybe of protein and all. So I have been giving him some little extras between meals to build him up, some malts and cod liver oil and bowl of Horlicks at night to make him sleep, nothing much really. Here Mrs. Pumphrey is talking to our doctor because she is worried about her dog. She is saying, Mr. Harriet, my dog is not well, and he is not well and he has no energy. So I thought I must give him some more food, more nutritious food. Here she is giving him food rich with fat. Tricky never refused food anytime, and he was always greedy for food. He liked cream cakes, biscuits very much, and Mrs. Pumphrey gave him cod liver oil also, and Horlicks she gave him with wine also to drink in the night. So and did you cut down on the sweet things as I told you? Here Mr. Harriet is saying that have you cut down some sweets from his diet or not, because sweet is not good for his health. That's why he's saying. Oh, I did for a bit, but he seems to be so weak. I had to relent. He does love cream cakes and chocolate, so I cannot bear to refuse him because she loves him a lot. That's why she never refuses anything. She always give something time to time to eat to him. I looked down again at the little dog. That was the trouble. Tricky's only fault was greed. Yes, the thing was that he was greedy. Dog was greedy, and because he is just a child, or you can say just like a child. And I mean, this is common problem these days of all the youngsters that they never deny to eat anything. They are just like greedy. They want to eat chocolates, anything from outside, anything junk food. They love that. And he had never been known to refuse food. He would tackle a meal at any hour of the day or night. It means that Ricky was eating continuously. And I wondered about all the things Mrs. Pamphray hadn't mentioned. Here, when Mrs. Pamphray was telling to our doctor that she is giving this and that, but she was not mentioning all the things because maybe somewhere she was guilty that she was giving too much to her dog. Are you giving him plenty of exercise? Because doctor has instructed to Mrs. Pamphray for exercises. She has to give exercise to his dog, but now he is asking about that. Are you giving plenty of exercise or not? Well, he has little walks with me, as you can see. But Hodgkin, the gardener, here Hodgins is the gardener of Mrs. Pamphray and has been down with lumbago. Lumbago is back pain. So he is down with back pain. So there has been no ring throwing lately. Ring throwing is a game of dogs where he used to play, where Tricky used to play with his gardener with ring throwing. So it was the condition of Tricky at that time. I tried to sound sober. Here, Mr. Harriet is saying after listening all that he was trying to strong because he wanted to show off that now I'm serious about that and I'm telling you that you have to give him exercise also and you have to cut down his meal also. If you don't cut his food right down and give him more exercise, he is going to be really ill. So you must harden your heart and keep him on a very strict diet because it was very important for Tricky. Otherwise, he was going to be ill or maybe seriously ill. Mrs. Pamphray wrung her hands. Now, Mrs. Pamphray is rubbing her hands. Wrung means rubbing her hands. Oh, I will, Mr. Harriet. I am sure you are right. Now she is saying, yes, I will do this. But it is so difficult, so very difficult. It is so difficult for her. Why? Because she loves her dog very much. She set off, her head down along the road as if determined to put the new regime into practice immediately. Now she is moving on the road and she is thinking about that now I will do. She was pretending like that now she will follow all the regime, all the rules and regulations whatever is mentioned by the doctor. She will completely follow all the instructions given by the doctor. I watched their progress with growing concern. Now the doctor is watching Mrs. Pamphray that she is moving and he is watching her. Tricky was tottering along in his little tweed coat. He had a whole wardrobe of these coats. For a cold weather, a raincoat for the wet days, he struggled on dropping in his harness. I thought it wouldn't be long before I heard from Mrs. Pamphray. Here our doctor is saying that where he was watching the Mrs. Pamphray also and he was watching Tricky who was trying to move and who was trying to come out from the car and he was trying to come out to the to meet our doctor, but because of his harness, because of his ornaments, he was not able to move properly.